Hi, my name is Steven Quadros, and my partner Bas Rutten is next to me. And here we are at the Pride Fighting Championships number 8 at Ariake Coliseum in Japan. And there he is, Bas.
The ex-murderer, so to say. That's his nickname. Vanderlei Silva from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And there we have it, the Energizer Bunny.
That's right. Daijiro Matsui. Neither one of these gentlemen likes to take a backward step in a fight. So we do expect a head-on collision in this one. Vanderlei being very impressive in his first fight in the Pride Fighting Championships.
Look at him staring.
With a, oh yeah, that stare down. Vanderlei trying to psych Matsui, but Matsui, if anything, doesn't get psyched out. He gets he gets psyched up.
Yeah, he already wants to go, you see. The referee has to push him back. And a lot of angry power again from Silva. But Matsui has been in this situation. Nice high kick and a nice duck.
Matsui has got to know that he can't stand up with Vanderlei Silva.
Oh no, he knows.
Although as soon as I said that, he dropped the right hand and it was a bomb. It didn't land that cleanly, but it did land. Matsui driving in hard for that takedown. Vanderlei chopping away. Both men come from a proud heritage. Vanderlei Silva from the Shootbox Academy in Curitiba, Brazil. Takada Dojo is the training place of Daijiro Matsui. Both have legendary fighters. Shootbox Academy has Jose Pele Landi and now Vanderlei Silva, whereas Takada Dojo has got the legendary pro wrestler Nobuhiko Takada, but more recently, the mixed martial arts sensation Kazushi Sakuraba, a training partner to Daijiro Matsui, who is now on the bottom working for the takedown.
Yeah, like you said, that maybe is going to be a very good fight between Silva and Sakuraba, that same weight division in the future. Maybe they're building it up already. We don't know. Right now, first he has to beat Matsui, and that's going to be a tough one because, yeah, we saw Matsui fight, and he knows about fighting. There we got the stomp again, the same thing that he did with Bob Schreiber. Stamp in the feet.
Matsui continues to drive in for the takedown, but Vanderlei Silva now working for position, and they're getting caught up in the ropes. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, they've cleaned it up. They got away from the ropes now. Vanderlei looking to uncork the punches, coming underneath with the uppercut. Quick punches there by Vanderlei Silva.
Yeah, quick and strong, explosive.
A lot of people don't realize that the power in a punch is by the speed in which it's delivered.
Yeah, and the speed and the moment of putting your weight behind it. It's a very important thing. So if you hit just real fast with no body weight behind it, it's not gonna do anything. Whoa, whoa, in between the ropes.
Matsui accidentally getting outside, and he looks like he's having a bit of a discussion with the referee. He possibly didn't like getting high kicked as he was falling out of the ring. But as they say in boxing, it's protect yourself at all times.
Yeah.
And there's that left high kick landed a little bit on the jaw of Matsui. Vanderlei seems real loose in this fight. Coming charging in with a left, right, left, right, left, right.
Oh, there's the knee.
Another knee, and cranking away at those knees. Matsui has to try and grab that leg. Vanderlei is delivering these strikes so quickly. Look at that sprawl.
Beautiful.
Vanderlei is fast improving as the guy that grapplers are really going to try and stay away from. Because he's got that takedown defense.
Yeah, he's got a great takedown defense. He's adapting to everything. He's striking full force. And then, oh, he's bleeding already. And then when somebody goes for a takedown, he's got that takedown also. So his reflexes are very good.
Some of those knees did get through to Daijiro Matsui's face.
Or he just has high blood pressure.
A rim shot is always a nice thing to have when you're sitting next to Boss Rutan.
Yeah. Hey. If he keeps holding him like this, it's difficult for Matsui to get up. But he's got to do something.
Yeah, because Matsui is going to end up wasting more energy, and all Silva has to do is relax and use all that relaxation to make his body weight just dead weight. Now, we talked about this before, boss, how the no kicking and no kneeing, a fighter, when he's down on all fours like this, favors more of the wrestler and the grappler. In this position, you better bet your bottom dollar that Vanderlei wishes they would abolish that rule.
Yeah, of course, because I think it will make it legal, more even for all fighters. Strikes also on the ground, knees here. Because otherwise, if you want to take a rest, you're going to sit on all fours. Okay, you can get hit. Vanderlei should need a body here. Need a body, need an upper leg, things like that. He would do more damage than what he's doing right now. But if knees are allowed and kicks are allowed to the head while the opponent is down, that makes it way better, like you said, for the striker.
Because in our last Pride Fighting Championships, we had that situation. It was controversial ending to the Mark Kerr-Igor Vovchanchyn fight, where Kerr won the fight, but the techniques he won them from or with were illegal. The knees to the head of Mark Kerr.
Vovchanchyn, I mean.
Yes, yeah, exactly. But the knees were to the head of Mark Kerr.
Okay.
They weren't to Vovchanchyn's head. And I think that if Pride ever does change the rules back to the old way of which it used to be, I think there will be a transition where some fighters may get knocked out, but, oh, look at the stomps there by Vanderlei Silva. I think there will be a transition period where some fighters will have difficulty,
wow,
but eventually they're going to learn to defend, just the same way they learn to defend against the armbar or the punch or the kick.
That's it, and it's mixed martial arts. Anything goes, that's what I say.
Oh, look at that knee by Vanderlei Silva. Oh. Vanderlei dangerous here with that knee, punching his way.
Wow, and again, good defense. He's bleeding away now.
Vanderlei really punishing Daijiro Matsui so far in this first round.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to check something because, or he's cut. Yeah, he's got a big cut. He has got a big cut.
I think it may be the nose that's bleeding.
No, it's the forehead. I see something.
Oh, yes, you are right. You see, we see new transitions in our sport. When the sport first started, a lot of people went to the grappling mode. And then came some strikes to set up the submissions. Then came people like Vovchanchyn and others who could punch standing up, or yourself, Boss Rutan, who could punch standing up or kick. Now we see a person who really understands the knee clinch and the knee strikes. I think fighters are going to watch Vanderlei and watch the way he opened up this cut on Matsui and learn more about the knee strike.
Yep. Yep. They're becoming complete all-round fighters.
There was a time when grappling was proving so successful in the Ultimate Fighting Championship and things where people thought, oh, strikes. What good are strikes going to do? But then along came Boss Root, and along came Igor Vovchanchyn, and along came a couple other people. And then the playing field evened out a little bit because it was any man's game. The jiu-jitsu guy was still dangerous with the submissions. The wrestler was still dangerous with the takedowns in the ground and pound. The kickboxer was still dangerous standing up. Now it's becoming the true hybrid fighter. True, Vanderlei Silva came from a Muay Thai background, but he also had to learn how to wrestle. And as we've seen, he knows how to sweep from the bottom. And Matsui, on the other hand, came from a wrestling background and really knows how to throw punches. Now, at least that overhand right.
Hey, he started to learn, but this is, it's strange. The cut was a real big cut, but they're going to continue to fight. I think if Vanderlei is going to hit a few times there, it's going to be over. But it's like you said, Matsui in the beginning, he couldn't punch, and look at him now. And he knows he has to go.
Matsui can't trade here with Vanderlei. He's trying to. He's going, this is crazy. It's like a suicide mission. Matsui seems to be in over his head in this fight.
Yeah, I think so too, way over his head. I think he knows that there is a chance that the doctor is going to stop this fight with the cut, so he's going to give it everything he has. You see, it's a big cut.
Oh, yeah, it's a big cut.
I just saw it when the doctor cleaned it up.
And it looks like his nose is broken, too. Vanderlei continuing to just punch away. Look at the jump stomp attempt there by Vanderlei Silva. Vanderlei hanging onto the ropes. And Vanderlei is going to get a yellow card for holding the ropes. Oh, Matsui is a mess right here.
Whoa! Nice left high kick.
What's amazing, and a round one, is that that kick didn't even knock Matsui down, let alone out. How many times have we seen the shin? That was a shin kick, boss.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen a high kick land, Peter Art style, yourself or whoever, the fight's over?
Yep, I know, and he takes a lot of punishment. He's like Akira Shoji, he also can take a lot of punishment.
Because I don't think that's a testament to the lack of power in the kick from Vanderlei Silva. I think that's a testament to the ability to take a shot by Daijiro Matsui.
Yeah, and well trained, good stamina. You can take a lot of punishment. That's what they say. Eh? The more tired you get, the more vulnerable you're gonna get. Look at the cut when they put the towel away. It's a pretty nasty cut. This is probably it.
And that is right where it landed. It was that right knee. Again, the right knee. Matsui not really effectively blocking these strikes, not knowing how to get out of this position. In a way, he might have wanted to pull guard there.
I cannot believe that people block it like that. Huh? Like all the time say, just do this. Stretch your arm, you got it.
They don't even have, he doesn't even have his arms in front of his face. He's got his hand in front of his face. And he's only got one arm and a hand in front of his face. So those knees are getting through like Swiss cheese. Like Swiss cheese, and it actually will hurt the knee from Vanderlei less because he's got his nice padded forearm, and then he slams his own forearm bone in his head. Here we go again. Oh, you see, talking about a hungry guy. Like a hungry lion in the jungle, feasting on his prey. I said this before, Vanderlei is quite a predator. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Round two. Go. Don't blink, folks. Oh, just did it. Whoa, good low kick. Yeah, attacking. Matsui has to go. Yeah, you see,
He doesn't have quite the punching power here that Vanderlei has.
Now look at that. Matsui bought the fake from Vanderlei. Vanderlei started to fake. Matsui dropped down. I think Vanderlei's going to explode to the side.
That's what he should do. From this position, with no knees to the head, there's nothing you can do. Yeah, you can knee the shoulder, maybe the collarbone. You think it's allowed? It's not the neck, so I guess it's allowed.
It'd be hard to catch the collarbone without hitting the head.
Yeah, you have to aim. You cannot make a mistake. Whoa, whoa.
Look at that. Whoa, Vanderlei coming and pummeling Akira Shoji once again. Shoji leaning over the ropes. He's really hanging on the ropes. Now, we know Vanderlei got a yellow card. I think Matsui is on the verge of getting a yellow card here for using the ropes like this in a defensive manner. Wow. More blood from that nose of Daijiro Matsui, and an uppercut there by Vanderlei Silva. And Shoji, Matsui has got to get out of this position. He can't stay in that tie clinch anymore. One more knee like that and he could get busted open, the fight would be over.
Yeah, I need some super glue there because he's bleeding all over the place now. He better start working because otherwise they're going to stop the fight, I think.
Nobuhiko Takada looking on as Daijiro Matsui is taking probably the beating of his life right now. Vanderlei kneeing away at the back of the leg there. And it's Vanderlei taking his time and sinking the hooks in, but it's going to be really hard for him to... Oh, he's going for the submission, but Vanderlei... But again, Vanderlei took a chance. It didn't work out, but so what? It made it interesting. He exhibited aggression. If the aggression wasn't effective, he'll be up to bat pretty soon.
Yeah, we saw Matsui escape quite a few times. That same choke, huh? The back door in his previous fights. He's very good at it.
I think what these guys at Takada Dojo did, they saw that a lot of people were getting choked out by jiu-jitsu fighters, let's say 5-6 years ago. And they went out and they put themselves in that position time after time after time. I mean, didn't you, boss, when you first came out and you lost via submission a couple times, didn't you put yourself in that position over and over and over until you weren't afraid, A, and number B, you could counter the position?
30 minutes, we did 2 minutes. I'm attacking, 2 minutes, the other one attacking for 30 minutes straight. First of all, it's good for your forearms. And second of all, it's real good for your defense. Choke from the back, I can pretty much defend only with my shoulders, without hands. You can always use your hands, of course, when you become in real danger.
This is a pretty violent fight.
Yeah, right now like this, they're gonna stand it up. Because there's not effective striking. If it's effective, okay, you have to let him down on the ground.
But you'd better believe that Matsui wants it to stay down.
Oh yeah.
Because standing up, he took a world of hurt from Vanderlei Silva. It was the knees, though, that did all the devastation. I mean, Vanderlei's landed punches in this fight, but the knee is such a huge striking surface. It's like a great big giant knuckle.
Yeah, and it's hard. Hard, hard, hard. It will cut open everything in your head. But you have to really make it with your kneecap. Many people make it wrong. They do it with the upper leg. That's what I say to my students. I say, I don't say upper leg him. I say knee him. It means use the knee, the heart piece. And that's exactly like you said, one big knuckle. Only stronger.
How many knees do you think Vanderlei Silva does per day in preparation for a fight like this?
I don't know. I think in sparring he will do it a lot. That's one thing for sure. And yeah, it's his specialty, so he probably will do it. He has a special training routine for it. Look at this.
Look at him chopping there from the bottom with that right hand. He's holding Matsui's face up and punching.
Yeah, he creates the distance with the left hand, and he chops away with the right. That's smart what Matsui is doing. He's moving, he's shaking his head, so he can post. Whoa, nice. Oh, and these are strong punches.
Because he's able to extend that punch all the way out. One of the things about training for knees is, let's say, if your partner has the thigh pads and he crosses them over in front, and you grab him behind the neck, it works. The person who's being kicked, it works their neck quite a bit.
Yeah.
So it's like a two-way equation.
He blinked his eye, and he told him not to move. Here we go again. It's a yellow card right there.
These gloves are just falling apart. The gloves are completely falling apart here.
Yeah, it's the tape around them. I think it's blue tapes, looks like.
It looks very stylish, though.
Yeah, I just want to say the same thing.
I beat you that time.
Yeah,
I
you
beat
beat me.
you. Finally, I got one. I got one in.
Oh, no, we many times already.
Dueling rappers here.
Here it goes again. Bang.
Look at the
palm
big,
strike.
big palm strike.
But the technique is perfect. He creates the distance. Bang. There he goes. Oh, yeah. Sweep, now with a good sweep.
I don't know if he's going to be able to sweep Matsui. But for sure, even if the round ends here, Vanderlei's got the fight in the bag.
Yeah.
Nine in a row, folks. 9 left hands. Should we try and do a punch stat here? Should we try and count the punches?
You count the punches, Mr. Picture Counter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you go ahead, man. I got your back, Marcito. Well, it's a good thing for Matsui that this fight didn't go back to standing, because I don't know how much more he could have taken of the standing assault by Vanderlei Silva.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it always comes in handy if you can keep doing the math and everything, and too many punches won't do that. It became dangerous.
Right, exactly. It doesn't make for a terribly exciting fight, but still, Matsui was taking such punishment standing up.
I guess there were 10 punches or something. I didn't count them, but it
was actually.
He did it again with right.
I'm not gonna try.
Yeah.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
Oh, he's 5, 6, 7.
It's like he's doing a drum solo on Matsui's head.
10 left, 10 right, 10 left, 10 right.
Okay, and round 2. We're getting into the percussive elements here.
Wow.
Punch stat numbers, if they had punch stat numbers, it had to be 25-1. Vanderlei Silva threw so many punches.
But this is round number 1 or not?
No, that's the end of round 2.
Oh my God.
The fight is over.
Time flies when it's good.
Look at that mouse under Vanderlei's right eye. I don't know that. Did Matsui land any punches there to cause that, or was that possibly for a headbutt?
I don't know.
Look at this explosive knee. Oh, vicious knee. Bringing it straight up, pushing the hip all the way in. Vanderlei Silva getting
Unanimous decision.
the unanimous decision.
I beat you. Good fight. Vanderlei Silva, the ex-murderer, did it again.
Well, he used his axe that time, and that axe happened to be that right knee.
He should throw that cup. That would be fun, huh?
Well, if he threw the cup, then he would cut somebody else beside Matsui.
Yeah, but that's why it should be fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. I see. Right.
Okay, now I got you, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's...
Look at this. Look at this viciousness. What a power. Wow. Wow. Yeah. That is a lot of power.
The wrestler versus the jiu-jitsu man.
青コーナー170センチ75キロファビアノ・イハ
Okay, Fabiano Iha really slick with the armbar.
赤コーナー175センチ77キロフランク・トリック
Frank Trigg coming from the Real American Wrestling Camp. Rico Ciapparelli, head trainer. Now, Rico Ciapparelli really trains his fighters to be well-rounded. They've got a wrestling base, but he works a lot on strikes and also some of the submissions. So we shall see. Fabiano probably wants to take this one to the mat. But will that be a difficult task against Frank Trigg, being the wrestler he is? Frank Trigg is undefeated, coming off a big win in the Japan Valley Tudo 98. Frank Trigg just coming right out there and starting to trade with Fabiano Iha. Frank Trigg, as I said, was coming off a big win over Jean-Jacques Machado via a TKO. The towel was thrown in. Fabiano pulling guard here. And Frank Trigg going to let him rest on the ropes. And they go to the ground.
Let me guess, armbar coming up. Yeah, Fabiano's real good with it.
Fabiano did win a 4-man mixed martial arts tournament on November 21st, 1998, and it was the Extreme Challenge 22. He beat Yves Edwards, and then he beat Clever Luciano in a shootout in the final round. But he is coming off a loss to Laverne Clark in UFC 20. And that was on May 7th, 1999.
There's an armbar coming up here. He's stretching it. There we go. There we go.
Oh, he's really using a lot of effort here to try and secure that. And look at Trigg, keep that head up. That's some good training there by Frank Trigg, doing the right thing to avoid the triangle, to avoid the armbar. Now, Frank is up high here, boss, so he can deliver some strikes with authority. But he needs to break loose of the grip of Fabiano Iha.
Oh, he tried to kick.
Oh, he's going for that armbar now. He's got the armbar, almost got it.
Forgot to hit the head. He should hit the head now or go for a triangle. He should go for full head. No, he's got some leverage. No. Go for triangle. Whoa.
Frank Trigg landing a big duo triple left hand there. We could have predicted the fight was going to look like this.
Yeah, I see here that Frank Trigg TKO'd Jean-Jacques Machado. My God, I mean, talking about somebody who's real good. And yeah, he's coming from 2 fights and 2 wins, so no losses. And Fabiano at the other end, he has his last fight against Laverne Clark. He lost. But I heard a rematch is in the make. Yeah, you probably said it already. But I was just wondering because I got all the papers here in front of me. And maybe somebody was going to the to the refrigerator to get a drink. You know what? I shall repeat it one more time.
Okay, Trigg standing up. Now, if I were him, I'd just back up. And let's see if Trigg has a stand-up arsenal to match his defense on the ground. There it is. Trigg with the uppercut and the right. That was the right uppercut, left hook. Trigg throwing bombs here. Knee.
Oh, kick, knee, a punch. I mean,
Trigg can hit hard,
all over
boss.
the place.
He can hit hard.
I think he should stick with the knees. I think he should stick with the knees.
Fabiano trying uppercuts of his own, but Trigg moving forward, constantly moving forward, blasting the punches. Total aggression from Frank Trigg.
He's doing a great job.
Staying right on top of Fabiano Iha. Oh, good right hand by Frank Trigg, right on the jaw. More knees.
One body shot. Wow, that takes a lot out of you too. You know, when you hit somebody with everything you have, and it keeps going. You think, what shall I do next?
But how much more can Fabiano Iha take?
Hammer, please.
Oh,
no.
Another good right. Big left uppercut.
This doesn't look good.
Right uppercut.
This doesn't look good. It's over.
The fight is over.
Oh.
It's over. A dominating victory by Frank Trigg. He walked in there almost Boss Rutten style and just said, let's go, let's trade, and outgunned him.
Beautiful punches. Beautiful. He had to wind up, but it was the majority of punches that did it. All the little ones, doing, doing, doing.
But they were landing.
Oh, they were landing.
With a lot of precision, right on the jaw. The uppercuts, the hooks. Frank Trigg really took care. He just walked in there and he had no respect for Fabiano's ability to throw punches back. He just threw the punches. Fabiano didn't block him. He didn't move. He just leaned forward. And he'd had enough. He dropped down. He got rocked.
Wow. Yeah. What a combination.
That's
Look
right.
at this. And everything is hit. Everything is hit.
All
Look at
these
this.
uppercuts over and over again.
Everything is hit. Yeah, total control. And that's it, man. Wrestler with hands. And submission skills because he stayed out of the armbar. He stayed out of the triangle. You know, he's got it.
Yes, he does. I look forward to seeing what's going to happen with Frank Trigg. Both men making their Pride Fighting Championships debut. Frank Trigg coming out on top. Undefeated, Frank Trigg from the Raw team.
180センチ95キロカルマレ
Carl Malenko coming off a loss by decision to Vanderlei Silva, Pride Fighting Championships number 7 on September 12, 1999. Going up against Alan Goes from the Carlson Gracie team. Alan, a master of submission. And Alan had a draw against Kazushi Sakuraba, and that was in the Pride Fighting Championships number 4. If this fight goes to the ground, I've got to believe that Alan is going to be in charge.
It has to. I mean, and if he goes to the ground and he's on his back and Malenko stands up, also it's in Alan's favor. Look at this. You go for the takedown.
Now, that was a mistake by Malenko, I believe, because he should have sprawled back and tried to stay standing, because you don't want to play the guard game with Alan Goes.
I don't think so. And Alan probably is going to pass the guard also. Yeah,
but we don't know, because we saw Carl Malenko out-grapple Egan Inoue, but to be fair, Alan Goes may be the better of the two between Egan Inoue.
Oh, yeah, I think so, too. I believe so, too. I think he's got a big arsenal of attacks. Here we go. He's going to grab the arm. Oh, my God. You see, he has to try to pass it. Pull his leg out. And he's doing it right now, I guess. Yep.
Alan already has gotten out of Carl Malenko's guard. He's already got side control.
Yeah, that was, for what I can remember, Egan couldn't do that, huh? Was that? He could come to side control, or was the other way around? No, it was the other way around. Carl Malenko, Egan got the guard constantly. He got a real good guard, actually, Egan.
Egan had a great guard, and he controlled Carl Malenko, but Carl Malenko got the takedowns and landed more punches and got the decision, although it was close and wasn't a terribly exciting one. But we might have a different animal here in Alan Goes. Alan Goes, just his training partners alone, when you've got Murillo Bustamante, Mario Sperry, Carlos Barreto, and the list goes on, Walid Ismail, to roll with every day, it's really going to be hard to find guys better than that, just straight grappling-wise, unless you go to Sakuraba or some of these other new phenoms.
Yeah. It was good left straight there from Alan already. So it looks like he's going to mix punches up with submissions, which, by the way, is the best combination, of course. You don't want to give Carl Malenko a little space because he's going to escape. We saw him escape pretty much impossible situations, and he did it. So Alan, I'm sure that Alan saw those videos.
Well, it's interesting. Now, Alan gets the mounted position, and this has always been a bad position to be in. There he is, the legend himself, Carlson Gracie, shouting the instructions, and Alan there with a shoulder strike.
Yeah, that's his thing, huh?
I like that. Well, what I was going to say is that the fight Alan is fighting against Carl Malenko is entirely different than the fight we saw him fight against Kazushi Sakuraba on October 11, 1998. He was on the bottom. He was on the ground. Sakuraba was standing up, and he threw a lot of kicks going straight up, whereas Malenko is on the bottom now. We're getting to see Alan Goes' top game in this fight, whereas Goes was on the bottom in the guard for the most part in the Sakuraba fight.
Yeah, he's going to have to start moving. The referee will give him a warning, so he has to work. Otherwise, all the effort would have been for nothing. And they're going to stand back on their feet.
Alan chopping away, working to set up any kind of submission, and you better believe he's going to go for a submission with a strike going body, expect a head. Look, there it is, the shoulder strike again. It is a legal strike. The only illegal strikes that we have here are the headbutts or any strikes to the groin or back of the spine or back of the head. Everything else is legal. No elbows, no headbutts, and everything else goes. Pardon the pun.
And at the front of the spine. Is that okay? Total control, stays relaxed, been in this position 1,000, maybe 2,000 or thousandths of time. I mean in training, not in fights, but he probably trains like 1-2 times a day, you know, since he was 6 years old.
6?
Probably, maybe 3. I mean, in Brazil, this is like a national thing to do. With us here in America, they go fishing. There they do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Or a ball game here.
Is Malenko going to try and turn Alan Go's boss?
Yeah, he can try, but it's not going to happen. I think he should try to escape. Armbar! Oh, sloppy.
He fell out of it.
He made it.
Okay, now, I've argued the point that Alan Go's is more effective on the bottom.
Yeah.
He went for the armbar from the top, and Malenko was able to shuck his way out of it. But now Go's is on the bottom. He's got a great triangle choke from the bottom.
Yeah, so let's see if he can do it. But that armbar was, yeah. We've seen it a few times now, and I think a few people forget to crossface. It's all the stress also in the fight. There are a lot of things to think about. Oh, nice. And now normal straight armbar. Ooh, he had 2 armbars there. The figure 4 and a straight armbar. But both escaped.
Karl Malenko seems a little bit hesitant to throw strikes in this position. Do you think it's because he doesn't want to give away his arm?
Yeah, listen. What do you think, Stephen?
I think it is.
Yeah, I think so too. Of course.
Alan seems to have a really good sense of humor, which brings to mind, boss, in the game, what fighter do you think is the most sincere?
Define sincere.
Well, the opposite of Boss Rutan. No, I'm jokingly.
Okay. Whoa, look at these attacks. They go and keep going.
Okay, he's still in the guard.
I think Stephen Quadros, that's the answer.
But I'm not a fighter, I'm a commentator. I'm a journalist. I'm merely a man behind a microphone.
Okay. Okay. I will give you an answer at the end of the fight. Let's see here what Malenko is up to, and it looks like he's going for a leg lock.
I think a leg lock would be a mistake because if he falls back,
Yeah,
Alan is going to mount him again.
yeah, it depends. If he keeps holding it 2 legs, then not. But he has to stick a leg. If it is going to be very difficult to.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Wow!
It was a double leg elevator flip over by Alan Goes, but they're back in the same position again.
Yeah, but he's going to do it again, or he's going to kick him away, and he's going to kick him in the head. The last time you saw this, he's grabbing the glove.
There, I was waiting for Alan to punch him because his face is right there. Alan's hands are right there. Just let go and punch him.
He should smack his knees together there. Clang, clang on the ears. Huh?
Good move. Better than Thigh Master.
Better than Thigh Master. You train your thighs. Oh!
Nice. Getting the double leg.
Nice takedown. Alan is good with the takedowns. I mean,
he
Karl
is.
Malenko is a good wrestler. There we go again. Oh.
He's got the mount again now. What he needs to do.
Oh, side choke.
Oh, he's got the
He's
side
got
choke.
the side choke.
He's
I
got
think that's it. He should lay next to Malenko.
It's over.
I think he's out.
I think he just dropped. Oh, he tapped out. He tapped out from the side choke. Malenko is completely frustrated and angry with himself, yelling out loud. Goes really, really clean on the ground.
Beautiful. What a guy. Uh-oh. Did I hear the effort?
Malenko got caught. Evidently, that must be a submission that he really, really feels bad about getting caught with.
Yeah, it's allegories. It's a master, submission master.
But Malenko, he's got to let it go. It's no shame to lose to Alan Goes on a choke. Look at that. He's just got such good position. And he just squeezes and relaxes at the same time. And then Carl has to tap out. It was the right bicep closing off the circulation on Carl Malenko's neck. And Alan just squeezed and used his weight.
Yeah, I really like here to go and lay on the left side and let your body weight do the trick. But if you do it like Alan with stretching the legs out, it's good too. Some people forget to stretch the legs out and then they get turned. Actually, it's perfect because he choked him out.
Look at the size of Ricardo Moraes. 6'8". They say he's 275 pounds. I think he's more closer to 300 pounds.
Yeah, I think so too. Jesus.
That's an imposing figure right there.
I would take a Louisville Slugger here in the back of my trunk.
And there is Mark the Hammer Coleman, former two-time, or actually three-time UFC champion. Coleman is in with a man, and this is a very rare situation, who is outweighing him. Coleman usually outweighs his opponents.
Yeah, but is he outpower him? I mean, Coleman is a very strong individual, and of course, Ricardo looks real strong too. But Mark got this special kind of strongness about it.
He's got explosive strength. A lot of the American wrestlers have that because they train for the explosiveness to dominate immediately in the match all the way through the match.
Wow, the Ricardo, he looks like an evil guy from a comic book, big and huge, like a Superman.
Like a
Superman.
Bad guy. Right, he looks like the villain.
Yeah, a villain, for sure a villain. He should get some parts in movies. Wow, huge.
6'8". Coleman at 6'1" is giving up 7 inches in height. Coleman taking his time here, but I'd be willing to bet Coleman is going to shoot for that single leg.
Oh, the beautiful double one that he did, what we saw here in the front with Takase.
Coleman ducking down to stay out of the way of those punches, and then they get into the clinch here on the ropes.
Yeah, it's the place to be here. Fight a tall guy, tall opponent, fight close. Wow, this guy's big, huh?
Now, Coleman is a silver medalist in the Olympics in wrestling.
Yeah, so that's why he probably will get the takedown. What do we know of Ricardo Moraes?
Well, Ricardo Moraes, he won a 16-man, no-holds-barred tournament, the Absolute Fighting Championships #1, and that was way back, February 1st, 1996. And he beat everybody within the distance most of the time. It was with strikes, but in the final match, he beat a Russian fighter with a rear naked choke. So he's dangerous with strikes.
Okay, but he knows his submissions too.
He used to train with Renzo Gracie.
Okay, now that says it for me.
Because Renzo Gracie has got a huge facility for ground fighting, especially submissions. Coleman lunging in, coming up short with the right hand.
Yeah, there's a huge difference here in height and reach. He really needs to fight close and go for body shots once he's there. In the clinch, going for body shots. I don't know anything else to do right now.
Coleman is waiting for him to punch so he can drop down and trap the leg.
That's it.
That's exactly, he wants to get him coming forward. And there it is, Coleman picking away at that single leg. And down they go. Ricardo Moraes won with a rear naked choke, but Coleman is on top. The trick is to get Coleman on his back, or to take Coleman's back, and I think that's going to be a hard proposition, boss.
Yeah, we've never seen it before. So, no, I don't think that's going to happen. Especially not in the new and improved Coleman. He's been training real hard now. His cardio apparently is all the way up.
Yes, he looks like he is going for the neck crank. Ricardo Moraes seems to be relatively inactive here in the guard. But Coleman is extremely good at controlling people in the guard. What can Moraes do here? They're up against the ropes, but...
Yeah, there's not a lot he can do, because Coleman tries, you see, he's constantly grabbing the back of the head. And if he starts neck cranking him, because Moraes is such a big guy, he might tap him with it, actually, because Coleman has a lot of power with it.
Moraes pushing straight back with the legs.
Oh, side control.
Yes, he got, and he's almost,
look at this.
He's got him in a cradle here, or almost.
Coleman should start slugging away here.
He doesn't want to leave his arm hanging like that. That's not a good idea. Coleman's got to get his head out.
He should start rain punches there. Right straight to the head.
Perfect.
Lean on his left.
Perfect position for Mark Coleman.
Bang, that's it. I think this is going to be a stop, don't move situation.
I think you're right, and I think that's going to happen in the next 30 seconds. Oh, Coleman.
Whoa.
Ricardo Moraes trying to smother Coleman out of that move.
Whoa.
And now Moraes has Coleman's back. Coleman standing back up. Moraes trying to punch away. And that landed there. 1-2 punches by Ricardo Moraes. Coleman coming up short on the punches. Diving in, driving in for that single, and pulls back into Ricardo Moraes' guard in the center of the ring.
Yeah, you see, a simple thing like a neck crank right now could work. You know that? Because his upper body is so tall, he can really crank it. He will open his guard. And he's got the power for it. Yeah,
There it is, boss, right on cue.
He's going to open the guard for sure. He has to. See? And that's the moment that he should escape.
Okay, Ricardo trying to smother Coleman. Coleman going for the neck crank, but he doesn't have the inside position, so it's not going to be effective here.
No. He's going for it again, but what he should do is grab the top of the head. He will have more leverage, and it will work better. If he slams his legs down, and he controls the hips, man, he can even let him tap. The only thing he has to watch out for is an armbar then. Whoop, nice. Very nice, nice. He should keep doing that. It's working.
Boss, let me ask you. This is the first time we've seen Ricardo Moraes fight in the Pride Fighting Championships. Do you think that it's to the point where some of these guys are so big that no one wants to fight them?
Yeah, on one hand, but on the other hand, you have a lot of fighters that do want to fight him just to see if they can go the distance. You know, it's always like we saw with Emmanuel Yarborough against the little guy. It's, wow, look at this. Action again. He can't pass the leg now. But it's always interesting to see a big guy against a smaller guy. David and Goliath, that's what people like. And the disadvantage of big people is most of the time the stamina. And big means you have a lot of holes to escape. Big armpits, big arms, big legs. You know, they're more vulnerable than short and compact, like a Igor Vovchanchyn or Akira Shoji build. Short and compact, that's better in grappling.
Plus, the bigger people, because they're so big, it takes them a lot more energy to move their limbs either to strike or to do submissions. Yeah. Because everything weighs more, it's longer.
Yeah, and I heard, I don't know if it's exactly true, but I hear that, from what I understand, that guy probably has the same kind of long volume that I have. Only he's got a total different body. Like, it doesn't go by size. That's why you always see the lightweights. They keep fighting, keep fighting. That's why the light people, they're real good in running because they have, yeah, the half amount of muscles that we have, but the same lung capacity. And the same heart, probably. The heart, I don't know. Maybe the heart is bigger. It should be because it's a muscle. You see Coleman pushing with his forehead to the side, or to the jaw of Moraes, just to control his head. That's a typical wrestling thing. We saw it, actually, Mark Kerr doing.
Look at Coleman chopping there with the right hand.
Yeah, on the air. Very nice. But you control the head, you control the whole upper body. He should try to pass the guard. Oh.
Okay, that was a relatively dull round. Coleman on top. Coleman doing most of the striking. So Carlson Gracie giving the instructions as Renzo Gracie is in front. So you've got Brandon Lee Hinkle on one side of Mark Coleman, and Coleman being toweled off by the referee. And Ricardo Moraes trying to land some shots here. That punch, the right hand landed, but the left hook really didn't. And Coleman trying to club away with his own shots. And then Coleman shooting, going for the single, and driving in. Ricardo Moraes gives it up. There it is again with that right hand by Ricardo Moraes. And Coleman dropping down and going for the single. A lot of wild punches missing in that exchange.
Yeah, can you imagine this guy being a pro boxer, like going to the gym now for the next 3 years, training 2 times a day pro boxing, what a force that guy would be.
Yeah, he would, because right now it looks like that may be the element in which he needs to work on too. Because
Yeah.
a lot of those punches missed quite a bit.
Yeah, but he's got the athletic ability. He's got control over the punches. A lot of punches also had no control, but it's because he does know a lot in the boxing area. But it comes naturally. He's boxing naturally. And he's huge. Looks like a natural to me. God knows, man. Can you imagine you fight a guy 270 pounds boxing? 6'6", 6'8".
Okay, right now, it's as if the fight is up for grabs. That first round was really close. Maybe Coleman had the lead, maybe he didn't. But if they want to avoid an overtime, Coleman with a nice takedown. It was off of a kick. If you fight a wrestler, and I'm sure you would agree with this, boss, you don't want to lead with a kick. You want to maybe lead with some punches, then throw the kick under the punches.
That's it, man. Oh, look at this.
Coleman squeezing awful tight.
Yeah, but what does he have?
He doesn't have really anything, but he's basically cooking Ricardo now. He let up his grip a little bit, relaxing.
Yeah, if Ricardo wants to loosen the grip, he should just twist to the right, try to bridge Coleman off, and then Coleman has to post his left arm out and the grip will be gone. But there's nothing really there. Especially with the guy who trains with Enson Gracie.
Easy, baby. Nice breathing. Nice breathing. You're in control.
Yeah, that's Tim Catalfo there that we hear. For what I can understand about his voice. Tim Catalfo in the corner of Mark Coleman.
Tim Obaki Catalfo
Yes.
from Atlanta, Georgia.
There you go. Guard. Fast with the guard. There we go. You see now he got the top of the head. That's good. Higher. You should even do it higher on the head now. And pull.
And Moraes really having to fight his way out.
I tell you. And now he can slam Moraes' own knee. Oh no, not that. I want to say in his head, but it's not his head. I was wrong from this position.
Cover his mouth and nose. Yeah. Take all the air. Yeah. Nice, baby. Nice work. Nice work.
Okay, there we go again. Neck crank. Crank it. And open the gut. It's open now. Pass. Use your left elbow. Keep holding the head with your right. Push the leg off. Go half guard.
Nice, Coleman. Nice.
I think Coleman, after he tries a couple neck cranks, should unload with some punches. Even if Ricardo keeps him close, I think he should try and ground and pound a little more.
They should put this.
Standing back up?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too, because they're almost in a stalemate. And they've been in this same position for quite some time. Coleman trying for the neck crank, but Ricardo defending the neck crank, and he's got the open guard. I don't think Coleman is even concerned with the open guard. I think passing the guard is not really what he's concerned with now. I think he's concerned with squeezing him and trying for the neck crank and trying to wear him down. But, you know, Ricardo doesn't want to leave that arm in front of his neck like that, because Coleman will get a side choke on him. Ricardo trying to sweep, and Coleman does pass the guard and gets Ricardo Moraes into the side mount.
Very nice. Now we can start raining. Punches and knees to the body, punches to the head. He should definitely knee from this side. This is where the liver is located.
Boss, can you judge a person's personality by their fighting style? By just watching a person fight, let's say you never met them, can you look at a guy and say, okay, this guy's a loud guy, this guy's a meek guy, this guy's an intelligent guy?
A lot I can. Yeah.
What kind of fighter or what kind of person is Ricardo Moraes?
I think he's a relaxed person, a real relaxed person.
Because
Very nice person. He probably has a nice family and everything. Something that you don't expect.
okay, now he's got Coleman in half guard and he's got that shin under Coleman's thigh, possibly wanting to sweep Coleman, but he gives it up.
Coleman should watch out now. That he doesn't get turned to the other side. He's a wrestler, so that won't happen.
Ricardo Moraes trying to get back up, but Coleman pinning him back down. That's his specialty, is control the man on the bottom.
He should start punching now.
If Ricardo is a relaxed guy, a mellow guy, what kind of guy is Coleman?
Coleman is also a relaxed guy, but he gets his moments like in normal life. Then, in a fight, he has always his moments. He's very, very aggressive. So look at this. He's cranking. Wow, nice. That's what he should do. Now he should hit with the head up against the rope. But he can unleash that aggressive power.
Yeah, what I see in Coleman, and this is a difference between, I think, these two guys, is Coleman is probably a quiet guy, but he's got this explosive, passionate side of himself. Now, when he goes to that neck break, look at the look in his face.
Oh, yeah. Look at the body shots here now.
And, yeah, he's getting busy. Because I think Coleman, his emotions can bring him to the top of his heights, but like when he fought Maurice Smith, his emotions betrayed him because he went out there a little too emotional and put too much energy into the fight and lost his wind.
Yeah.
So I think he's learning that middle ground between being emotional and being relaxed like Ricardo Moraes. Whereas Ricardo Moraes, on the other hand, I would like to see him get a little more emotional in this fight. I'd like to see him, if he was in a desperation situation, he might explode a little more.
Yeah, we saw it in the beginning, in the first round. We saw him a few times, the explosions with Mark, and then the nice sprawls, the nice takedown defense. Look at this. Look at this. I'm telling you, man.
I think.
Wow.
I think there's never been a fight where Coleman did not give 100%.
Yeah, that's true. I just want to make a remark about this. If Mark does the neck crank, he should bring his hips down to the ground, don't sit on his, or push his knees all the way forward over the ground, so that he automatically pulls his body backwards. Yeah, it sounds strange when I say it like this, but it works. Shoves his knee over the ground upwards. That will bring his body backwards, and then together with the neck pulling, it might work.
Well, Ricardo Moraes is getting a lot of different instructions yelled at him from his corner, but he hasn't really done anything except for lay here in the guard and try to counter the neck crank for the last, let's say, 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah, might as well try something. Bring your leg over or bring it higher on Coleman's chest. Maybe he goes for a half guard and then you can try to escape. Try something. But I've been in this position under Mark Kerr when we were training, and I have to tell you, it's very difficult to escape a guy like Mark Kerr or like Mark Coleman. And but you try. You have to try. You have to work and do something. This way he's going to lose the fight. He's going to skip now the hip. I thought he was going to go for armbar maybe, but he's not. Yeah, he has to move more.
There you go. Pressure. Don't bother falling their leg.
I wouldn't exactly call either one of these guys a versatile fighter.
A versatile?
Versatile.
No. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, I mean, Ricardo Moraes has got the guard, but he really hasn't really done much with the guard. He's almost getting to the position where he can flip Coleman, but as we said before, Coleman gets the mounted position.
Oh no, he shouldn't go around the neck. He shouldn't go around the neck. There is nothing there. That would be.
But he might be smothering Ricardo Moraes' face up against his chest.
Yeah,
but Ricardo could flip him over.
That's it.
See, there it is. But he didn't flip him over.
No,
Look at that control.
But that's why I say never ever. It's the first lesson I give to my students. Grab your arms around the neck.
Coleman, he's starting to land those punches. He's starting to land the punches now. Things are finally heating up in this battle of the behemoths.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. Two Godzillas. He should start. Oh.
Okay, that's the end of the fight.
Yeah, it's not going to go to an overtime. I think that Coleman is going to win the fight.
I think Coleman's going to win the fight. He's just going to barely inch this one out.
Wow, but
he just did a little bit more than Ricardo Moraes. Just almost did nothing in that last round except for scoot his hips to the side one time. He didn't try for submission. He barely threw a punch.
He actually looks like Stefanos a little bit, huh?
Stefanos Milkakis, one of Hickson Gracie's students, and also one of Rob Common's students, the famous Muay Thai kickboxer from Holland.
Yes.
判定の結果をお伝えします。ジャッジ3名の判定により、勝者マーク・コールマン。
And Mark the Hammer Coleman gets a real close gets a methodical, workmanlike victory over Ricardo Moraes. Coleman is now back in the winner's circle. And there's Tim Catalfo, Kevin Randleman, Brandon Lee Hinkle.
And his father, this was Coleman's father.
Oh, the
cap.
The fourth guy, right.
I couldn't believe it when they said, I said, whoa. Such a huge guy, Coleman is.
What a great victory for Coleman. There he is hugging Tim Catalfo.
Tim Obaki, Catalfo.
Let's have a round of applause for Mark the Hammer Coleman. This fight could easily be called Big and Bigger. Big Daddy Gary Goodridge weighing somewhere in the vicinity of 260 pounds. He's from Ontario, Barrie, Canada. 6'3". He's going to be facing Tom Erickson from the USA, who weighs a solid 280 pounds. Erickson is undefeated in mixed martial arts. The closest thing to a defeat was a draw against Murilo Bustamante, and that happened in 1996, Murlo Bustamante being one of the Carlson Gracie jiu-jitsu disciples. Well, we've seen two other big men on this card in Mark Coleman versus Ricardo Moraes. Coleman, the wrestler, got the win in that one. Does Gary Goodridge have a chance at knocking out Tom Erickson, boss?
Yes, he does, for sure. He throws a bomb. If Tom Erickson is not going to take him down right away. Gary's here to fight again. Both of them. Whoa!
See, this is so much different than the Coleman-Moraes fight. Erickson coming out with that right over, under, again and again. What a shootout here. Erickson going for the side choke. It's
He's going to put an arm lock in. If he can put it under his arm, under his knee, the back of his knee of his left knee, he might have it.
That was more action in the first 30 seconds of this fight than we saw in the entire Coleman-Moraes fight.
Gary should have grabbed his legs, hands together, and switched him to the right. Oh, this is dangerous, man. A guy like that on top. He's hitting the canvas, actually. He doesn't hit Gary. He doesn't really hit him. Gary should get out there.
But Tom Erickson is staying busy. It was the early part of this fight where Erickson kept throwing the right hand and the right uppercut over and over. He seems primarily a right-handed puncher so far. Gary's got the guard now.
Erickson's using the crossface, pushing him away.
He's grinding that forearm down on Gary's neck from the side.
Whoa! That's a hole there.
Yeah, put a hole right in the canvas.
Maybe fully.
We've seen earthquakes, but Tom Erickson hitting the canvas, I felt that one.
4.1. Yeah, you fell. The table was here, but my drink almost fell down. He's going to sweep him. I don't think so.
I don't think he's going to sweep 280-pound Tom Erickson. Gary slapping away. But it was Gary who came out with the low kick and initiated the punching exchange, but Erickson got the best of him at the early part of the round, and that's a rare thing to see. Gary usually gets the best of people standing up.
Yeah. I think he should.
Hit me, baby. Can't hurt me, Gary. Please hit me.
Gary is saying, please hit me.
Come on. Come on, Gary. How about a kiss?
How about a kiss?
Gary outwardly taunting Tom Erickson. Most people would have thought to get Tom, right, to get Tom Erickson wound up. I mean, why would he want to make Tom Erickson hit him more?
Yeah, I can't see it, but maybe it's psychological warfare right there.
You think he's going to try and get Tom Erickson rattled, Tom Erickson out of his game, thus Tom Erickson will get tired?
I think that, yes, maybe he does. Yeah. And I think Gary should just try to go for an armbar.
You hit harder than that?
Oh, can you not hit harder than that? That's not a nice thing to say.
There's one thing. One thing I've always liked about, he's going for a knee bar there. One thing I've always liked about Gary Goodridge. Gary Goodridge knows about the show aspect of mixed martial arts. He's one of the best interviews, one of the best pre-fight interviews. He will talk some trash sometimes.
Yeah, that's what people want to see. It's cool. It's cool. He's doing good.
But here he is in the ring with an undefeated giant in Tom Erickson, saying you can hit harder than that and taunting him outwardly.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's a real smart thing to do with Tom Erickson. Because if by any chance Tom Erickson is going to get side control, that's going to be Danger, danger, danger.
Yeah, this game plan will self-destruct.
You see, this will be perfect for the armbar. You see this?
That's it, Daddy. Yes, 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 yes.
Still, you know, if your neck cranks, skip the hips out.
Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready, Daddy. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. This is peace.
It looks like Gary is having the time of his life here.
Yeah.
Can't hurt you, Daddy. In the center.
Yeah, he should go for armbar. Look at this. Hammer. Like you do to the look at the head of a Rottweiler. Good boy, good boy. He should start throwing his bombs. Gary got such strong bombs, even from this position. I want to see those.
But really, have you ever seen Gary Goodridge in the ring with someone bigger than him?
Never.
And Erickson outweighs him by a good 30 pounds, easily.
Oh yeah. There we go. But still, striking power, Gary has more than Tom Erickson. More straight punch, better technique.
Well, yeah, because he's trained in boxing. Erickson came up in wrestling, you know, being from the Real American Wrestling training team. But he does try to throw strikes. That's the thing.
He's patting him the back now. What is he doing? I think he's setting him up for something.
Do you think it's possible that Gary, as crazy as this may sound, is not taking this fight? That side choke from the bottom is not going to work. It's not going to work. Erickson's too strong. He's got gravity on his side. Do you think that Gary possibly is not taking Erickson seriously?
No, I think it's very difficult. He knows that it's very difficult for him to win this fight because Ericsson's undefeated. And
no one wants to fight Erickson. I know it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to fight.
So that's why he's just showing out, you know, this is dangerous. If you can get the side, that's dangerous. This is also dangerous, half guard. Because now he can create some power.
Well, one thing that no one could ever say about Gary Big Daddy Goodridge is that he ducked a tough fight. Here he is in with a man that every fighter in the heavyweight division has avoided.
Look at the Kimura. Oh, no.
But he gave it up.
Okay.
But every fighter in the heavyweight division has avoided Tom Erickson. But Gary Goodridge, on the other hand, has never avoided anyone. He fought Don Fry twice. He fought Mark Coleman. He fought Oleg Taktura, Marco Huas, Igor Vovchanchyn, Naoya Ogawa. It's like the who's who of the top heavyweights in mixed martial arts. You got to say, Gary gets a lot of credit for that. Win or lose, he comes out there in a rage. The audience here in Japan love him.
Oh, yeah.
His entrance is something to behold.
Yep. No, he's there to fight. Uh-oh. This can become dangerous.
The thing is, a lot of fighters, if they were to fight Tom Erickson, they would fight just to survive. But I think Gary is fighting to win, but Erickson is only giving him the choice to fight to survive because of the way he's dominating him right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he's just dominating strength-wise, position-wise. He's throwing more strikes at this moment, even though Gary, as you said, is probably the more accomplished striker. It doesn't matter if he doesn't throw strikes back or if he's not in a position to throw strikes.
Yeah, that's true. Gary here to get out of this. Yeah, he cannot make it, but otherwise he should just shoot bridge. See, Tom should train on strikes from the top. Because obviously
that's where he's going to end up in almost any fight. I can't imagine a fight, even if he fought Ricardo Moraes. Coleman ended up on the top of Moraes.
Yeah.
And Coleman is lighter than Tom Erickson by at least 40 pounds.
That's a better shot. That was a good shot. That was nice. That was nice. But that's a number I've never seen before in my life. Yeah, he started to strike harder.
Well, Gary stopped talking to him, so maybe Gary is planning something.
Yeah, or he needs the air.
Okay, Gary jumps up like no problem and struts back to his corner. A very defiant Gary Goodridge. To me, Gary Goodridge is all about entertainment.
He is the man.
Look, Gary's walking around the ring right now.
Yeah, just to show Tom Erickson, everything is to psych him out. Talking to him, laughing to him, and now he's walking around the ring. I'm not tired. You're gonna get him, man, next round. That's it. Tom Erickson may think, ooh, what did I start?
Well, you know, they said when Muhammad Ali faced Sonny Liston, okay, here we go in the replay. They came out in a rage, folks, and they traded, but it was Erickson who seemed to get the better of the exchanges, especially when he trapped with that left hand and threw that uppercut.
Yeah, it's the
that right hand
trick.
Yeah, it's like a Greco-Roman thing, to where they trap and they control, but a lot of those punches didn't land cleanly, especially on the chin with that uppercut, and then Erickson got that takedown, and Gary was taunting him throughout. Here we go with that uppercut over. A lot of people would say that when Muhammad Ali fought Sonny Liston was a fearful opponent. No one wanted to fight him. He knocked everybody out. He scared people to death. But when Muhammad Ali wasn't afraid of him, it made him fold. But he was a bully mentality. Tom Erickson, even though he's big, is not a bully mentality type guy. He's just a straight-ahead athletic sportsman grinding away here on Gary Goodridge. Gary Goodridge was just taking punch after punch in this fight. But the thing is Gary is trying to get under his skin, trying to get him to be afraid. It's not working.
No, it's not working right now. But maybe after this, when he stood up, look, he's getting tired. We saw it by the way he was punching Gary at the end of the round. They were falling on him. Not real power anymore. Gary jumped up, walked away. I got enough power.
Okay, but Gary
can be in your head.
I think Gary is going to throw some punches at the beginning of this fight. Gary starting with a low kick every round. Gary with that right hand grazing. Oh, they almost went out of the ring. Gary pulling guard.
He didn't like that kick, Gary. He didn't like that kick. He's just as tired as you, Gary. Give it to him. He didn't like that
I think
kick,
that they're probably going to stay in this position for a while unless they restart him standing. And that is entirely up to these gentlemen on the ground. If they get busy and start slapping or punching, Gary's just slapping. Why he would do this? He would seem like he would want to lock him up and wait for a restart.
It's something that has no effect whatsoever, so there's no reason to do this.
Well, his corner is saying use your tools. If I were his corner man, I would say lock him up, wait for a restart, throw the right hand.
That's it. He comes in to grab you, pow!
Or throw the low kick, because they said that he didn't like the low kick, and Gary landed that low kick. It wasn't even blocked.
Yeah, it was a good low kick, by the way. Yeah. See, I did this. He should go for armbar, I'm telling you. Just try it. Because he is so big, probably never anybody tried an armbar on Erickson.
And Murillo Bustamante did, actually, when they fought.
Oh, yeah?
And he narrowly escaped.
Okay.
But Murillo was working from the bottom, from the guard, punching upward, and he tried a couple of different moves. But Erickson, because of his training with Rico Ciapparelli, was able to escape.
Okay, because Bustamante he's somebody special too, man. This guy.
Yes, he is.
Hold that wrist back and come with your right. Hold the wrist back and come with your right. Use your legs, Gary. Use your legs. Just push him back. You know what we did. You know what to do. Knees and feet, Gary. Knees and feet, Gary.
Erickson has gone into a cocoon in this fight as far as his striking is concerned.
You know what to do.
You know, you mentioned that he looked tired at the beginning of the round.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
He should hit it out to the side, full power. That's it.
Good
That's it. That's it.
Gary Goodridge digging that right hand to the ear of Big Tom Erickson.
Oh, no. He should have kept hitting him. Wow.
Because you don't want to have Erickson mounted on top of you. Chances are good he wouldn't get him off.
Relax, Big Daddy. Relax, Daddy. Relax. Bide your time, Gary. You're doing fine. You're doing great, Daddy. You're doing great. In the ribs, in the ribs. There you go, in the ribs. Remember the ribs. Your knee up. Your knee up now. Bring your ankle to his butt. Your right ankle. Touch right, Gary. Your right ankle. The ribs, Gary. The ribs. Right ankle. Get your right ankle on his butt. Come on, Gary. Keep in the guard, Gary. Keep in the guard. Keep in the guard. What you do? In the guard. Keep in the guard, Gary. He's got nothing. He's got nothing. Nothing, Gary. Keep in the guard. Keep in the guard.
There's not a lot happening here.
He's got nothing left, Gary.
He's got nothing. In the guard. Keep in the guard.
Now, this is the time that we have to the ref. Okay, that was on action already. Let him get up. Put him up, ref. Put him up.
I think you're right, boss. I think it's time for a restart.
Keep in the guard, Gary. Keep in the guard.
Whether we're going to get it or not, we don't know.
Okay, I shall call it. Yo, ref!
Maybe the referee is thinking, well, these guys are pretty big. I don't think I want to like tell them to stand up.
No, but we make sure. I will tell them that you said it. It was you screaming.
Okay, boss. That sounds good.
Hey, ref, put him up!
Hey, he looked at you. The ref looked at you.
He hears me,
Looked over, but now he's looking at me. When? No, you don't understand. No, it was him, the old guy.
Hey, watch the fight, okay?
He's in the guard. He's in the guard, Gary. He's in the guard. You okay, Gary? You're doing fine, Gary. You're doing fine, Gary. You're fine, Gary.
Can't hurt you, Gary.
And the jaw push, cross match. Uh-oh.
Don't want to give that arm up like that because Erickson could do a side choke, and that is in his repertoire.
And that is combined with a lot of power. Oh no, he's putting it back. Why would he do that?
Come on, Gary. You're fine, Gary. You're fine.
Oh, Erickson should jump out to the other side.
Well, at this rate, it's going to be a no-brainer. It would be an Erickson fight.
Yeah. 5 more minutes. 5 minutes passed. 5 minutes to go. Yeah, I think it's a wise decision, ref. Come on.
5 minutes.
Nothing happens.
Can't do anything, Gary. On the side, Gary. On the side, see? You go inside, Gary. You can't do anything.
No, nothing happens.
That's it, Gary. That's the way, Gary. Keep in and out. That's it, Gary. Keep time up. That's it, Gary. Inside. That's it. There you go. You do great. You do great.
Doing it, Gary. Keep going. Keep doing it.
He's got nothing. Stand him up. He's got nothing. Stand him up.
Gary Goodridge is getting 2 different sets of instructions yelled at him, but it really hasn't had any effect on his fighting at all. Although, got the full guard now.
Gary should try to put his feet on the hips of Tom Erickson and push him away. Try. I'm not going to say it's going to work, but like this, nothing is going to work. No, don't move. Get him up.
I think that is one way to deal with it. I think another way would be lock the guard, do a double overhook, lock the arms, and just wait for the referee to stand him back up. Even if he took a yellow card, he's behind anyway. He needs a knockout to win this fight, or at least to really punish Erickson. And he's not going to get on top of Erickson and ground and pound him. That's not going to happen. I think he should lock up his arm and maybe take a yellow card, but stand back up and try and knock him out.
Pull down deep.
Yeah, that would be the best thing.
Inside. You got it. Gary, that's the way inside.
Let him stop.
Those punches they should forbid. They should forbid.
Stand him up. Come on. He's not doing nothing.
The hammer fist?
Yeah, from 2-inch distance. So this is it.
But those are big shots
But
by
that's it.
Erickson.
That's the way to punch. That's the way to go. Now he's working. trying something.
You got your knees when he comes up, Gary. You got your knee when he comes up again. He's getting set for it. You got the tools, Gary. You got the tools. Get your knees. He comes up for it.
I think he got
He
a
comes up. He's got nothing. Gary.
Go ahead, say it.
Louisville slugger hit him. He got the tools, like in the back of his trunk.
Stand him up.
Last
Oh,
2 minutes,
he's
Gary.
going for the
Last
second.
2 minutes.
Gary, when he comes up, use your knees. Gary, get your knees in when he stands up.
2 minutes, stop, come on. Last 2 minutes.
Okay, if Erickson
Stand him up.
wins the fight,
Last 2 minutes.
what does that prove? And then what does that mean? And does it mean that people are going to want to see him fight again? Or does it mean that other fighters are going to say, okay, great, I want to fight Erickson?
Just sucking, Big Daddy.
You keep going,
No,
Gary.
no, nobody wants to fight Erickson because it's like this. You cannot really fight. He's real good at control, and he's going to be on top. And but it's this what he should do. This what you should do. Pass the guard, hit. But it has been a long time, I think, since his last fight. No, it's like was it 1.5 years ago. Yeah, so that's a pretty long time.
Last minute and a half, Gary.
You can do it, Daddy. You can do it. You got
Pull
it.
down deep. Get down deep.
I think it's a situation where Erickson is coming in only as a sportsman, whereas a guy like Gary Goodridge is a showman. Whether Gary Goodridge wins or loses, people want to know about him. They want to hear his interviews. They want to see him get in and carry on and taunt the other fighter.
Less than a minute.
Whereas Erickson is probably a pretty mellow guy, family man, and he may win the fight in this manner, but there's nothing outrageous about him in a show sense that would make him promotable over here in Japan. What do you think?
I think you're exactly right, Stephen. I think he has to, but maybe also probably due of his, the ring that he's been out of the ring. Maybe because all his fights, all the former fights. Let me see. He has one draw, and the rest it's all TKO, submission, TKO, KO, TKO. You see?
Okay, that's the end of this marathon of laying.
Yeah.
And Erickson did a lot from the top, though. He was constantly busy, and near the end, at the beginning of this round, he didn't do much, but that whole first round, he was pounding away on Gary Goodridge, and he really gave it a great effort. I think if Erickson wishes to continue in the sport of mixed martial arts, though, he's got to diversify his attack, and there's got to be some sort of a catch, a hook to Erickson. Because, I mean, obviously because of the size thing, it's impressive.
判定の結果をお伝えします。ジャッジ3名の判定により勝者トム・エリクソン
Tom Erickson does get the win, and he was exciting in that first round.
判定により
But then after he couldn't take Gary Goodridge
トム・
out,
エリクソン
it got a little
ト
slow.
ム・エリクソン選手には
But a great guy, a classy guy, Tom Erickson gets the win, and he gets congratulations from Gary Goodridge's corner.
Yeah, and who's next? Who's next for Tom Erickson? That's going to be my big question here at the Pride.
It would have to be Ricardo Moraes.
Yeah, I think so too. That would
Because
be.
that's two big giant guys, both 280, 300 pounds. The
Yeah.
wrestler against the jiu-jitsu guy. But how exciting would that fight be?
Yeah, we don't know. Ricardo got. Yeah, I know they got about equal punching skills, but Ricardo may stop a little bit his takedown. Maybe not in the beginning, but later on. He didn't show any signs. He did show signs of fatigue against Coleman.
もう一度トム・エリクソン選手に
「
青コーナー178センチ81キロEnson Gracie.
Enzo Gracie is still undefeated in mixed martial arts, coming off a win against Sanai Kakuta via choke. And that was actually in Pride Fighting Championships #2, so he hasn't been here in a while. But Alexander Otska coming off a huge win over Marco Huas. There seems to be a bit of a rivalry brewing between the Japanese pro wrestlers who turn to mixed martial arts and the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu fighters.
Yeah, it looks like that. Can Alexander Otska do what he to Renzo what he did to Marco Huas? I have to say, in the fight against Marco Huas was not well. He was taking medicines which he shouldn't have taken for inflammation, but still, it was a very good performance by Otsuka.
Yeah, I think Otsuka really hustled in that fight, and they come out trading kicks. Looked like they may have clashed shins there in the middle. Renzo with a good left right there. I think we're going to see Renzo Gracie kickbox a little bit here. And he's throwing those punches and kicks with a lot of bad intentions. Otsuka going for a double leg takedown. Renzo trying for the sweep. I never could quite. I think that this is a lot of action so far. Otsuka really pushing the action here. I've always wondered, what does Diet Butcher mean? Is that his nickname?
I really don't know.
And if it's his nickname, how does that mean? Because I would think that Diet Butcher, the guy would maybe be overweight or something.
Yeah, God knows, man. Maybe it's his sponsor. I don't know. Maybe it's his professional wrestling ring name.
Or maybe it's just like a bizarre occurrence that has no meaning.
Yeah, pride or pluck. Like that.
Otsuka has done a lot of the work. After Renzo came out with the punches and kicks, he got the takedown. And he's really got to try and pass the guard to Renzo Gracie, because Renzo's sneaking those knees up real high. I think Otsuka's got to know that that means a submission is going to get attempted very soon.
Nice. Otsuka should stand up. That's the best way for him to go now, I think. Just stand up. He's got great stamina, as we saw in the fight against Marco. You know, I was thinking about it, why the pro wrestlers are doing so good in the real fighting. And I think it is because they are used to performing in front of an audience. They're doing a lot of acrobatic things. It costs a lot of energy, the things that they do. And I think it makes them more relaxed. It makes them, they do maybe a pro wrestling show every week or every 2 weeks, you know. It makes them very comfortable inside the ring and relaxed. And I think once you're relaxed, I know once you're relaxed, you fight at your best. That must be why they do so good. Matsui, Takase's doing better and better. Of course, Sakuraba, which is doing phenomenal. We got here Otsuka.
I understand your point, and I agree. And I think that another element is that in pro wrestling, most pro wrestlers that turn into mixed martial arts or vice versa say that pro wrestling has a higher rate of injury than mixed martial art does. It's more dangerous.
Oh, I believe so. Yep, I really believe so.
I mean, it's true that the fights are, predetermined, but nonetheless, there's a lot of damage. You're getting hit with chairs, with baseball bats, getting knocked out of the ring, landing on your head, getting all kinds of things dropped on your head, getting pile driven into the canvas.
Yeah, and you have to understand also. Yes, they're in this easy position, so we can't talk about it. If they would tell me, if I would be in a pro wrestling match and they would tell me, okay, you're going to lose at the end of the fight, I'm going to make sure that between the start of the fight and the end of the fight, the audience is going to see who I am. So I'm going to throw away all my energy. I'm going to do the best I can, and I think it makes you tired. It's a good training, maybe. Look at this. He's trying to smother him with the front jaw, which is...
And it looks like
Yes.
Atsuka has lost that sort of headband he was wearing, and there seems to be some taping of possibly a cut he might have gotten in training. Let's hope that wasn't from, you know, his adolescence coming back.
Oh, look at this. He passed with arms.
He's going up for that triangle choke. And Atsuka slamming him down.
Nice,
Henzo
nice,
trying. Oh,
nice.
good up kick by Henzo Gracie.
Nice. Whoa. Beautiful action. Uh-oh, he's bleeding. His nose is bleeding. He hit him.
You know, that heel kick that came straight up did damage. He knocked out Oleg Taktarov with that same kick.
Yep.
Henzo really has got that kick down to a science.
So that put some blood in your ear. Uh-oh. The thing of his head is off. And I don't know if it was a cut or nothing. In the beginning, I thought that he went for some extra cash at the 7-Eleven, and he forgot to put it off.
The Diet Butcher on top. Cross-facing there with his right arm over Henzo Gracie.
And we know now that he knows his submissions because he was escaping already. A beautiful... Yeah. Okay. Beautiful armbar triangle attempt. Otsuka is actually doing real good with the side of his hand. That's the bone. And listen, it hurts way more than with the soft part of the glove there. Also, you can create more distance. I always talk about distance. Everybody knows now, but it's the most important thing in a strike.
Well, it's been Atsuka with the strikes. Atsuka on top. Oh, it looks like a little discussion there of good sportsmanship, actually, between the two fighters. There's one thing that Henzo Gracie really gets a lot of respect around the world because he takes a lot of fights. He fought Eugenio Taddeo, Oleg Taktarov.
Passed it again.
Yeah, there it is.
Can he do it now? Can he do it now? He should bring the arm over. Otsuka's left arm over to the other side. Right away. He should ask. He should do it now. Keep pulling the head with the left. Yes, pull the foot in.
He's using the ropes, though.
He can't have it, maybe.
I don't think so, because the leg has got to be over, and Atsuka moving out of the hammer's way, and there's that kick again.
Beautiful. And he's fighting. He's coming.
I expect Henzo's going to throw that right hand. Oh, right low kick by Henzo Gracie. And look at that shot and that sprawl.
Beautiful. It looks like Otsuka has an injury on that leg because he got hit twice there with a kick, and he showed some pain or some effect.
Oh,
you see,
there it
you
is
go
again.
So there's something going on with that leg.
It
So
looks like
that's the target right now.
It looks like that leg might be bleeding under that gauze, too.
No, he doesn't have the choke. Wow.
A lot of action there.
That was a nice sequence. sequence. 1 minute. Good fight.
Well, it's been Renzo Gracie's round so far. Had the attempts, had that good up kick right to the face. Oh, look at that sweep by Renzo Gracie. Renzo could be explosive from the bottom.
Yeah,
There's Rickson Gracie looking on, cornering his cousin, Renzo Gracie.
he's going again. Attempt. Heading armbar. Armbar.
Okay, Renzo's got the, okay, end of the round.
Good.
But Alexander Otska very much made that into an exciting fight. He just didn't lay there. He was trying with the strikes. And when Renzo would go for the submissions, he fought his heart out to get out of the submissions.
And he did a very good game. He's very well trained. I mean, his stamina is good. With looks, yeah, they're both tired. There was a lot of energy they were throwing away there in round number 1, especially at the end, in the beginning and at the end. But yeah, all the defenses he's doing is exactly like you said. He's doing it real well, and this is a dangerous fighter who wants to come, very hungry. Just beat Marco Ruas. Let's see if I can get number 2 Brazilian guy that I can beat in front of your hometown, home crowd. What is it?
There's the low kick.
5,000 people.
Nice fake jab there, followed by that low kick.
And you see he's hurt.
Renzo coming in short with those punches. Otska wanting to take it to the ground. And there's that knee that's taped up by Alexander Otska. But he doesn't seem to be favoring that knee anymore. If he was after a couple kicks, he's not now. Because otherwise they'd be icing it.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't want to show it to the corner of Renzo Gracie. Could be a little trick.
Second down.
And here we go with round number 2, Alexander Otska versus Renzo Gracie.
Round 2.
I think we're going to see action in this second round, boss.
For sure, action for sure, like round number 1. Especially, they're going to do everything in the power to get the takedown, and that always gives a lot of action. Especially if the other one can sprawl good, has a good defense. Well,
That was a nice duck under takedown by Alexander Otska. Renzo was caught throwing punches, and Otska got the takedown. Renzo got the double overhooks, or actually single overhook there. It's strange how Alexander Otska throws that left hand. It's almost like he's throwing a ridge hand.
yeah, they call it kansetsugiri. It's the inside here. It's very hard. I demonstrated one time, and a reporter here in Japan asked me if there was, if it hurt. And I, for fun, gave him one on his leg. I think he couldn't walk anymore. But it was a friend of mine, so that was okay. Don't worry about it.
Well, if you do that to your friends, then what do you do to your enemies?
He told my no, nothing. I'm not a street fighter.
How is Otska going to win this fight?
not like this.
No, he's got to.
He's got to get up.
And standing, Renzo was the better fighter.
Yeah. So he's not.
He really, I really don't think he's got a shot at winning this fight. Not at this point, after what we've seen. We saw him against Marco Ruas, but as you alluded to, Marco had some physical problems and was taking the anti-inflammatories. Wow, Atsuka is bleeding quite a bit. Enzo setting up his next move there. That left leg is the one he likes to bring up next to the neck.
There we go again, push the hips away. Maybe he's going to kick him to the head again. And that's exactly the same punch that he used to make that nosebleed.
I really like how this sport is progressing. We've gone from unlimited time limits, no judges. Now we have time limits, we have overtime, we have judges, we have fighters that are better prepared to attack in a variety of different ways. The fights are definitely getting more exciting. And you've got guys coming from different disciplines, pro wrestling, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, regular wrestling. It's really becoming any man's game.
Dá espaço aí, Razão.
Now, what is he doing? Is the strangest neck crank thing that I've ever seen. It's a choke neck crank. Yeah, you can do it from the side position, Dad.
But you need to have knee on chest. You can't really do it from the guard.
Yeah, that's why.
You need to have side control to do that.
Side control, sure. I saw somebody tapping it in Bankers, actually. I only tap people in training with it. I didn't. Oh!
He's got it. His knees to bring the knees together. Atsuka gets out of an armbar.
Wow!
It looked like to be good as gold there, but Atsuka got out. Enzo in the side mount, but I don't know that he wants to be in this position.
Figure four right away now. Right away, hammerlock, right away. You should have done it already.
And the crowd getting behind Alexander Atsuka, hoping that he'll rally the same way he did against Marco Ruas. But he almost got taken out by that armbar. And it was his own movement that created the opening.
Okay, we got two things now. We got a straight armbar here on the left arm of Atsuka, and he can maybe work something on the other arm. As long as if Enzo's hips stay low, and he step the right leg over, he can go for the straight armbar. I would like push the left arm, the right arm, that hand, push it on the floor, so let him think that you're going to go for a hammerlock, and then take the straight armbar here on the right arm. It's a nice setup. Not saying that it's going to work, but it's at least a try, worth a try.
I don't think a key lock is what Enzo's going to try. Oh, now Atsuka just pulled Enzo into the mount. Now we get to see Enzo's top game. We've seen Enzo work from the bottom.
Oh, I thought he was going for it. Straight arm bar, side position. This is very smart. He's back in the position. More, yes.
Finally, a knee to the body by Enzo Gracie.
That's the first strike on the ground, I think. Knee strike.
Enzo getting the mount again. I don't think that Enzo is worried in this fight about the possibility of losing because Atsuka hasn't really tried anything that would put Enzo in danger. It's been Enzo initiating all the attacks.
Yeah, it's like Enzo was waiting. You see for that figure four here? Oh no, Atsuka is hooking his hands, but still, if he let his hands go, now there are more things to do. Oh, I would do that right back to him. Oh, you need me? Okay, there you go. Whoa, that's a good one. That's a little bit more in the back. That one too. Yeah, the camera you can't see, but in the ring you can see it.
Respira o joelho, respira o joelho.
Quanto tempo falta?
It sounded like Hanzo was shouting back to his corner. Atsuka doing something.
É joelho, mostrar da nossa levada, vamos voltar mais tempo. Espera pouco aí.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
he-
Hanzo is planning, but he's planning something.
He has to. Something with an armbar, I think. I really think so. He should.
Boa, Renzo. Tudo certo. Respira, mané. Falta 2 minutos, Renzo. Respira.
What should Atsuka do to reverse his position? I would say explode to the right.
Pode botar, Renzo.
He could try. He could try. And by doing it, at least he creates some distance. Whoa! Huh? Nice.
Okay, let's see some punches and kicks. There's the low kick.
Nice.
Atsuka going for the body lock. Hanzo getting his back. Hanzo with an over-the-shoulder suplex against the pro wrestler. Doing his own game.
Yeah, he nearly got caught there with that. With the figure 4. Yeah, not nearly, but it was a close one. But of course, it's Hanzo. He gets out. Well, yeah, that was beautiful, huh?
That was beautiful. And it was exciting. It really got the crowd revved up.
1 minute. Now listen. For sure.
The crowd is going to really get into this fight. But I think that it has been a Hanzo Gracie fight so far, especially with that over-the-shoulder suplex. That was awesome.
Yeah, he's all the time been in control.
We've really seen Atsuka's limitations in this fight. We really have.
Yeah.
We know he's got the heart of a fighter, but he doesn't have quite the tools yet. And it may be tough because he's got the day job, pro wrestling, to learn all the skills of jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and stand-up fighting.
Yeah, he's trying to do a figure 4, but it's never ever going to work from this position. And even if it works, it's going to jump out.
And that's it, folks. That's it. They both had a good time in that fight.
Yeah.
They really had a good time.
What a good guy, man.
That's one thing. Everybody that has met Hanzo Gracie knows that this guy is a real charmer. He loves people. He's well respected. He's truly got the heart of a champion.
判定の結果をお伝えします。ジャッジ3名の判定により勝者ヘンゾ・グレイシー
And the legend of the Gracie name, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, remains undefeated in mixed martial arts competition. But now we have a true test coming up. Our next fight, Kazushi Sakuraba versus Royler Gracie. He's going to really test that legacy. But in this one, Hanzo Gracie had a lot of fun, and he was never in any danger in that fight whatsoever. And he delivered a fairly exciting fight.
Thank you.
There it is, Atsuka versus Gracie. We'll see Atsuka again. Here we go with the armbar attempt, and he had it bent all the way back, and Atsuka pulls his way out. a miracle in escape. And here is another angle, slamming him down to the mat. The resiliency of Atsuka got him out of danger.
Nice movement there. Go right away to the side. Mount.
Going to the fight to lose or to draw, he goes for win, and I believe he can win.
I promise, I do my heart and my blood to do this.
Mr. Sakuraba is a great fighter, but I believe with the techniques Royler has, Royler will win.
As I said, this has been brewing for a while. Sakuraba has gone through just about every Brazilian that he's faced. And it was just a matter of time before he faced one of the famed Gracie family members. Undefeated in no-holds-barred competition, the Gracies have a legacy around the world. Their style is legendary. It's about ground fighting, it's about submissions, but Sakuraba is coming out being a great submission fighter. And here he is, Royler Gracie, wanting to test himself, wanting to challenge Kazushi Sakuraba, but realistically giving away 30 to 35 pounds in weight.
That's what I just wanted to say. I mean, this is the first time that Sakuraba faces somebody who's actually lighter than him.
Yeah, because usually he fights guys that he's the small man in the fight.
But it's not a cookie, let's not say this, because Royler, we're talking about Royler Gracie, one of the best, they say the best technician of the family. Yeah, together with Rickson then, because Rickson is obviously phenomenal. But Royler is way up there. Abu Dhabi went there, wins with submissions there. Wow, here we go.
And there are other implications to this fight. We've got Sakuraba, who trains at Takada Dojo, and Nobuhiko Takada lost twice to Rickson Gracie. So Sakuraba may be wanting to make a statement here by defeating Royler Gracie. Royler shooting in for the takedown and pulling guard. Because if Sakuraba beats Royler Gracie, maybe they're going to want to match Rickson. versus Sakuraba. That's the fight that they're. I think they're trying to use Royler as bait.
Yeah, and we got Enson also. Supposedly, when he beats Royler, on the next row would be like Hanzo.
But Hanzo's a cousin. Hanzo's a cousin.
Okay.
See, if they want to keep
and
it...
Hoist?
Hoist is a brother of Royler, a brother of Hickson. They want to keep it within the bloodline because the undefeated ones, well, Hanzo hasn't lost, and none of the Gracies have lost in mixed martial art or no-holds-barred competition. They've lost in jiu-jitsu matches. But what they really want to do is go to the Lion. They want to go to Hickson because Hickson is the champion of the family. He's the one that they all look up to. Royler, being supposedly the best technician, is the one who accepted this fight, and Sakuraba is truly going to test himself because he's been in the ring with some very, very formidable jiu-jitsu stylists, and Alan Goes got a draw, Vitor Belfort got a unanimous decision, and Conan Silveira, and he got the armbar victory. So there is a rivalry brewing here between Sakuraba and the country of Brazil.
Oh, yeah. This is beautiful, man. It's like Russia, America, you know, it's fun. It keeps everything fun, you know, because the Brazilian people, man, they're the coolest people, you know, outgoing. It's like it's a major thing there, you know. What would be better to see Sakuraba get beaten by a Brazilian fighter right now? You know, that would be huge.
Well, that would be great if you're Brazilian, but if you're Japanese, you better bet your bottom dollar they want Sakuraba to beat the Gracie and to slay the dragon. So this is a high-stakes affair here. Both these men are truly accepting a monumental challenge in facing one another. The Gracie's undefeated legend is on the line. Sakuraba's winning streak, which is just almost immeasurable right now in mixed martial arts. No one has beaten the quality of opponents that he has in any, that I can think of offhand. The quality of opponents.
He had the best opponents for sure.
Vernon Tiger White, Carlos Newton, Marco Silveira, Alan Goes got the draw, Vitor Belfort, Ebenezer Fontes Braga, and then the UFC veteran Anthony Macias. Sakuraba has made a niche for himself in this sport. Right now, Gracie is basically playing a jiu-jitsu match with him.
Yeah, they should, if they don't move, get up. Because this is not fighting now, right now. Now they start, open up the guard.
Well, Royler chopping away now, those are some pretty good punches, but I hope he doesn't apologize to Sakuraba because the object, but make no mistake, Sakuraba does have the edge and power here.
Whoa.
And Sakuraba comes back up and Royler comes back up. But you can see the size difference in the two combatants. What kind of unpredictability?
Oh, that was luck.
What kind of unpredictability will Sakuraba bring to this match? There was the knee.
I don't know. The takedown is not going to take Sakuraba down with this takedown. That's one thing for sure.
Sakuraba grinding on Royler Gracie right in front of Royler's corner and looking right over at Hickson.
Look at the face, the expression of Sakuraba.
Sakuraba started to land, and Royler trying to land that up kick, trying desperately, but Sakuraba has been there and done that with Alan Goes and a number of other fighters tried to emulate Goes, but Goes did it best. Now, Sakuraba trying to kick him in the face with that left roundhouse kick, and this is a game. We've got the spider versus the whatever. Royler in the butt scoop position, scooting forward, trying to throw that kick.
Every move that Sakuraba does, when Royler kicks him to the stomach, the way he just moves back 2 inches and that's it. He doesn't jump back. You see, he just the amount that he needs to.
After a while, this is going to create fatigue in Royler's shoulders and in his arms. Listen to the crowd reaction. Those are punishing kicks.
What does he want to do?
Oh, you saw Royler wince after that kick.
Yep.
Sakuraba jumping straight up the same way he did against Vitor Belfort and Anthony Macias. And throwing the right roundhouse kick for a chase. Oh, he kicked him right in the face, right in the face. And Royler saying, come on down to the ground.
No, I want to fight.
But this isn't Abu Dhabi, this is mixed martial arts. What a surprise. Sakuraba landing the tip of his foot against Royler's face. He goes there again. And Royler trying to chop forward with that front stomp kick. Royler standing back up.
Yeah, what else to do now?
That wasn't working. Boss, can you feel the rivalry between these two men?
Oh yeah, I can feel it.
Because they're not like we saw Sakuraba and some of the other guys out of honor, not really pounding away at each other. These guys are unloading on each other. Oh, good low kick to the inside of the leg, and it knocked Royler to the mat. I don't know what Gracie can do in this fight.
Nothing. He can't do anything. He can't punch him. He cannot take him down. I don't believe it. Look at the legs. Look at the right thigh.
Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty.
Yeah, this is not good for him. There's nothing he can do. It's all Sakuraba right now.
It definitely is all Sakuraba, all with the kicks. Royler couldn't solve the riddle from the guard. He couldn't solve the riddle standing up. And now he can't solve the riddle from the butt scoot position. Sakuraba is planning something.
And I think there is a new rule again, at least in this fight, that the referee doesn't put him up, you see, because normally the referee says up.
Oh, look at that. And Sakuraba looked at him like, are you okay? But he showed that he wasn't okay. He showed that he was in pain from that kick. Also in this fight, it is for 2 20-minute rounds, as our fights are. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 10-minute rounds. With a total of 20 minutes. Got caught up in the action there. Oh,
I know what it was. You want 2 20-minute rounds.
Well, yeah, because a fight like this, where there's high drama.
Oh, what was that?
Look at that, coming out with like a heel kick. Or hook kick. Royler has got to be hurting right now, especially on his calf muscles. That's where Sakuraba's concentrating now. And the legs are dangling out there in the air. Royler, truly frustrated, motioning Sakuraba down.
Yeah, Sakuraba says, why should I go down? I'm punching right now from the top.
Oh, that hurt. He held his leg.
Oh, my God.
If he continues like this,
Royler has to get up.
He
He's
does.
getting, oh my
He really
God.
does, because Royler's not going to be able to get up.
Wow. Yeah, Enson, that's probably your next opponent.
Yeah, Sakuraba motioning Royler to get up.
You get up.
Well, this is battle of the wills. Right now, Sakuraba can hurt Royler. Royler can't hurt him. That's the bottom line.
He can't hurt him?
He cannot hurt him. Not in this position. No way.
Yeah. Sakuraba is hurting Royler a lot.
Look, I just said that. Sakuraba is hurting Royler, and Royler cannot hurt Sakuraba.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. It's so much noise, man. People are shouting behind my ear. I can't hear anything. Yeah, you're absolutely right. If this continues for 5 more minutes like this, he can't walk anymore.
No, Royler cannot hurt Sakuraba, boss.
No, absolutely not. Zero. But with anything, it didn't improve. And the longer he stays in this position, the more the legs are going to be hurt, the more difficult it's going to be.
Oh, look at that. This fight may be on the verge of being over. Sakuraba just going crazy here with the right roundhouse kick, the left roundhouse kick. Royler doesn't really know what to do here. He doesn't have the answer. If it were in the guard, he has the answer. But there's more to mixed martial arts these days. Well, this has turned into a bit of a mismatch. They used to say that size doesn't matter. Well, when you've got two great fighters in the ring, look at those legs. When you've got two great fighters in the ring, size absolutely matters.
What is he going to do now? He's going to jump?
I don't think so.
Why should he? Huh? He's
Yeah,
doing perfect.
Just keep doing what he's doing. He throws the axe kick. And another axe kick.
Now he starts just fooling around.
Yeah, why shouldn't he? Everything he's doing is working. Everything.
Wow, man.
This is making the fight with Belfort look easier because Royler is taking. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Like as if. Oh, you can see the pain. You can see the pain in Royler Gracie's face. But he won't quit. There's one thing you've got to say. Royler Gracie is in this fight, and he's not going to give up.
He is going to have a big problem tonight, and from that night on for the first 5 days to go to the restroom. That's one thing I can tell you. Because this is going to take its toll after the fight. Right now with the adrenaline, it is okay. But that's going to hurt him, man.
That's right.
Going to hurt him.
Sakuraba absolutely just playing with Royler Gracie at this point. Absolutely toying with him. I wonder if Royler is really thinking, why did I take this fight?
Yeah, probably God knows what he got for it. So
Well, of course,
that's a Band-Aid on the wound. That's what they say in Holland.
That's a very good point. Oh, spinning back kick by Sakuraba.
And Andy Hook, he pulled an Andy Hook on him. Wow.
That was painful to watch. Royler Gracie did not fold, did not quit, but nonetheless, he took such a beating with roundhouse kicks to the legs over and over and over. A multitude of kicks. I can't even count how many that was. Had to be up to like 50 at least.
Each leg.
Royler had Sakuraba in his guard early in the fight, and they were both, quote, patient, unquote, and nothing happened. Then Sakuraba decided to take it out of the standard jiu-jitsu type fight and start to throw strikes, threw a couple punches, but then stood up, and he caught Royler in the face while he was standing up too. And
This
here it
one
is.
probably.
And this nicks him right there.
Oh my God!
It was just the tip of the toes whacking up across the side of his face. And that's got a little bit of a whip. I'm surprised they didn't scratch his face.
You know, it's a good thing that the doctors always come before the fight and they look at your nails. They let you clip your nails because
Right.
this would have been like.
That would have tore up his face.
Oh yes.
If it were that long toenails. But even with short toenails.
Looked like you just had been clawed by Freddy Krueger.
Right. Well, Takada has to be happy with this because after losing twice to Gracie Jiu-Jitsu in the form of Rickson Gracie, he's looking for some payback. And his fighter, Kazushi Sakuraba, is dishing just that out.
He thinks, oh, no. What now? What now?
Well, I think that we're going to see some stand-up because Royler on the ground could do nothing against Sakuraba, absolutely nothing, except take a beating. He's got to do something standing, but what's it going to do standing? I mean, Sakuraba is really gaining some skills standing up. Oh, there's the knee.
Inside low kick.
That's right. I can see this,
Oh,
this
yeah.
right roundhouse kick coming. Oh, good chopping right hand, moving back to boot. Inside low kick, right leg.
Isso! É isso aí mesmo! Fica no frio, fica aí, malandro! Fica aí, pô! Levanta a mão! Tá tudo certo! Aí! Deixa ele vir, tem que não, só com a mão! Levanta a mão! Ele vier pra esquerda! Visão, né,
I think the legend of the undefeated Gracie is going to come to an end tonight.
I think so too.
I really do.
Sakuraba should throw a right high kick. That's what I think right now.
That would be
I really think it
Sakuraba
is.
with a back fist. It was a back knuckle, actually.
Do the same thing, and then with a right high kick after that. The
Yeah,
left
because-
back
because
knuckle,
he's
bang,
wi-
bang.
yeah, you're right. He's wide open for a high kick.
Right, and he probably doesn't expect it also.
But I think you should throw the low kick first, get him thinking about the low kick first. Although I don't know that Royler really has ever dealt with kicks coming flying at his head.
No.
Well, if Sakuraba beats Royler Gracie, we will truly see the passing of the guard. Pardon every punt connected to us. Oh my gosh! There you go! It was the right high kick, and it knocked Royler to the canvas.
Man, we're just talking about him.
Wow! Textbook. He caught him napping there.
Now he kicks the thigh of his left leg out.
If Sakuraba wins, this is going to be a very hard pill to swallow for the Gracie family.
Yep, but times are changing, and new people are coming up, and that's it.
Oh, very brave move,
You
but
should
what else
throw
can he do?
away the other one, right away.
Another high
just,
kick?
Just do it. Bang, or to the body now.
Well, pretty much everything Sakuraba does, it lands. So he can throw a low kick or a high kick or a punch.
Oh, but there you go.
There it was again, but he threw it a little lower than the head, so it landed upside, maybe around the shoulder area. But Royler's got to be thinking, ouch, what'll I do? Help, Mr. Wizard, help.
Oh, my God.
Whoa! Oh, he caught that front kick. He didn't even need to block it. We talked about ways to deal with blocking and countering the front kick. Sakuraba didn't even block that kick. He just let it drop, then low kicked it. Hickson looks a little bit concerned at the pummeling Royler Gracie is taking at the hands of Kazushi Sakuraba. Now that shot of Royler's was a lot faster at the beginning of the fight, and I think those kicks to the legs definitely have had a negative effect on the speed of which he moves for the takedown. Sakuraba is a wrestler who learns submissions, then he learns strikes, making him one of the most complete mixed martial art fighters that we've ever seen.
And you can say that again, complete, because he uses things that nobody uses. And it all works. Have you ever read in a book, an instructional book, jump up and land on your opponent? Or double chop him to the side of his body or his eardrums and then in the middle. I mean, these are things, what is he doing? And it all works.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, now he's going to be angry.
Well, yeah.
We're going to make him angry. He's always, he's hitting real hard back then after a thing like this.
Yeah, because that's true, boss. Sakuraba, even though on the outside he never shows emotion, his eyes usually do. His eyes are a dead giveaway because he'll get real determined. Oh. Another high kick. This fight has no judges. It must end with a knockout or a submission. There are no judges in this fight. Oh, beautiful, beautiful right spinning back kick. Royler has just got to be thinking, what's next? He has no idea what to do with Kazushi Sakuraba at this moment.
Oh, his timing, man. Wow.
Sakuraba has got Royler so figured out. Oh, beautiful. And it was from the front leg, boss.
Oh.
And that's not the power leg. And he knocked him down.
He throws it in such a way there is power. He's very, very relaxed. He's phenomenal. And I've never said that before about anybody else. He's unreal. Look how relaxed, but my God.
Well, the referee said to Royler Gracie fight, but I'm sure Royler's thinking, you get in here and fight this guy.
Yeah. Or can you help me?
Well, you know, the interesting thing is that this fight, they wanted to take this fight, but in order to take this fight, they said, okay, no judges. But at this rate, if this fight goes the distance and they say it's a draw, everybody's going to know Sakuraba won the fight.
Oh, yeah. It's only later for the history books. And the status, you know, there's no loss. Oh, my God.
Some people don't like judges, but in order to make this into a mainstream sport, we have to have judges because not all fights end before the distance. in a knockout or submission.
Of course we do, and we need all the same set of rules for every fight. Not somebody coming in and suddenly says, oh, but this cannot happen, this cannot happen. Everybody the same. We're all the same, equal.
There's the back kick again. I'm sure mixed martial artists around the world are watching this fight and thinking, what would I do if I faced Kazushi Sakuraba? Sakuraba, by choice, going down to the ground and engaging Royler Gracie, letting him pull the butterfly guard, but then standing back up, but deciding to go down, throwing the body punch. Do you think that Sakuraba is going to engage him in a grappling match?
You never know. Maybe just to surprise him and just to play with her mind.
Because he's done everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, Royler landed a chopping little right hand.
Yeah, he's probably going to try.
He's going to drag him. He's going to drag him around the ring.
He is so funny. Oh!
This is almost becoming comical. Sakuraba punching at the legs now.
How many minutes they said? 10?
I'm not sure.
15, I think.
Come on.
Okay, do it.
Yeah.
Okay, now, while they're saying, yeah, just give me the arm, throw the arm straight out. Let me put my legs
Finish
around.
me, finish me.
Yeah, let me throw my legs around your neck.
Yeah.
I think the object is to make the fighter fight your fight rather than ask him to fight your fight.
Of course, of course. He doesn't need to because he's winning like this.
And this is nothing against Royler.
This
This is nothing against Royler Gracie because I think Royler Gracie is exhibiting a huge amount of courage in this fight. Oh no! This is not good for Royler because this is one of Sakuraba's signature moves in the gym. We haven't seen him use it in a fight yet, but this is one of his signature moves that they work quite a bit on at Takase Dojo.
Oh, he's got it.
He's twisting that arm. He's got the Tamura. He's really jacking that arm around. We're getting near the end of the round here. Royler is in deep trouble.
If I was Sakuraba, oh no, he cannot. His left leg is caught, eh?
He's really turning that arm hard.
Oh my God.
I don't know that Sakuraba wants to break the arm.
He wants to put his right knee on his head. That's what he should do now.
Oh, look at Winston Payne there. Oh, look at the pain in Royler's face. Royler is feeling that move, but he seems to be relaxing and dealing with it.
Yeah, he's blocking it now with Sakuraba's leg. Oh my God.
Royler is on the verge of being submitted here by Kazushi Sakuraba.
Oh, Sakuraba should step over with his right leg right now. He should step over his head so he can come up. Then it's going to be over. Because now he's pushing the leg against his own leg. You see, he cannot go any further.
Right. Okay, the referee has moved in. The referee is waiting the fight off. The referee has stopped the fight.
Wow, yeah, and honestly, fans, I don't know.
Well, Royler's looking, wait a minute. The referee has stopped the fight. Oh, I think we're gonna have a controversy here. Mr. Isha from K1 looking on. Kazushi Sakuraba has been awarded the victory by referee stoppage. Royler lost the fight for sure and got stopped, and he's saying, I didn't tap. But nonetheless, Kazushi Sakuraba gets the victory. Hickson is protesting. There seems to be a controversy. Now Hickson needs to fight Sakuraba. So we've seen it all tonight in the Pride Fighting Championships number 8. We saw Royler Gracie lose to Kazushi Sakuraba in the main event. So on behalf of myself, I am Stephen Quadros, the fight professor, and my partner, Boss Rutan.
Thank you very much, Stephen.
And we'll see you all next time at the Pride Fighting Championships. Domo arigato.
Gozaimasu.
Sayonara.
Sayonara, baby.
Us, baby.
Us.
Baby.